Hello, everyone. So I have a quick question for you. How many of you have actually had that tipping point call? All of a sudden you're caring for mom, dad, spouse, maybe an adult child. Any of you going through this? Right. So you already know how complex it is. My name is Senft. I am the co-founder of Motivity Care. And our goal is to make sure that when you go through that caregiving challenge, that tipping point call, that you have everything you need. And like many of you, this is personal to me. So though I have an insurance background, a benefits design background, a finance background, no matter how smart you are, when you get this call, it becomes overwhelming. And I want to share this example because we usually think about this as somebody who is older, right? Like I owe my mom, my dad. The one that I was not prepared for happened to me 5.5 years ago. So I'm getting ready for the weekend. I'm finishing up with the team. I'm ready to get, break out the grill on a lovely afternoon in the summer. And I get a phone call thinking it might be, hopefully, a lead, somebody that I'm going to, have as a client. That's not what it was. It was this. Hi. This is the social worker from New York Presbyterian Hospital's ER department. We have your husband here. He's been in an accident. Okay. Can I talk to him? We're sorry. He's not able to talk. The doctors are evaluating him. How fast can you get here? I am 60 miles away. I got to call my team. I've got pets. I've got a neighbor, whatever, I'll get there as fast as I can. Okay, please do that. We are probably taking him into surgery, so please keep your phone on. And that is what I walked into. I was not prepared for this. I then had to spend time as a business owner trying to manage my team and 4 sets of doctors through his care. It was overwhelming. So my question is, how many people right now that are not prepared for this kind of a call are in the workforce? What happens when they suddenly get thrown into this? This is purposely very busy because we think it's just a medical decision, right? It's not. There's legal, financial, personal considerations. Is English their first language? What will they eat when they don't feel well? Do we have this information? Are they taking something over the counter? Yeah, this gets confusing, right? But here's the real problem. Suddenly you have to come up with 24 hours every week for care for one person. What does that do to your life? What does that mean in terms of your career? And how do we do a better job? So we need to be clear about that caregivers in the workforce, this is a big percentage of the people that are working for us. 25 to 30% of your workforce right now is caring for an aging adult and has no support. And we tend to think of these caregivers as being older, right? Because they're taking care of mom or dad. That's just not the case. 50% of these caregivers are between 18 and 50. So what do you think that's going to do to their careers? They need support. More than 80% of our caregiving workers have no resource. So we think about what starts to happen. The aide doesn't show up. They want to go to a chemotherapy treatment with their loved one. They are confused about the financial piece of this. They are just trying to manage a Medicare claim. How many times have you been on hold with a doctor's office, right? So when is this happening? It's happening during working hours, and it's having an impact on these wonderful people that want to contribute. They don't want to have to choose between the people they love and their careers. This is also a cost to employers. So I am real practical about this. Okay, great. My caregivers, workers, okay, whatever. Do I really need to care about this as an employer? Yeah, you do. Because this is what we're talking about, right? So this is just one example. This is how much money you're going to lose as an employer if that employee is spending 15 hours a week during working hours trying to manage care. What does that cost if it's a rainmaker? What does that cost if it's a senior executive? What does that cost if it is a manager of a key team? There's a real financial hit. And that is why we created Motivity Care. We simplify caregiving management, and we do that by creating a hub, one hub, so that you can call us, and whether it is financial, legal, food service, cleaning, transportation, it can be very complex, like what kinds of trusts should we really be thinking about, all the way down to I just need help with appointments. Because the problem in our industry is not that there aren't great resources. The problem is that it is fragmented and that caregiver cannot navigate through all of this and still be able to hang on to their career. So we are very big on helping to reduce the amount of time when it comes to caregiving decision-making. We want to make sure that you have professional experience. So I'm going to give you a quick example. Patient advocates are not regulated. Are you sure they're giving you the right advice? And we have access to more than 180 vetted resources across the country now. We marry that with our technology. Our tech, for those of you that are techies, we have SOC 2 Level 2 cert on this. It is in English and Spanish. We meet EU, Canadian, US, and California data security standards. So I will put us up against anybody when it comes to the security piece of this. Everything in one secure place. You don't have 8, 10, 12 apps to go to anymore. We help you consolidate it. We are available 24/7, 365, both through the tech and in emergency, and we're HIPAA compliant. Again, we're in Spanish and English. And because we're global, this is better communication for everybody in the care ecosystem. So maybe you and your sibling are sharing care. You're both connected. Doesn't matter if you're across the country. Doesn't matter if you're in another country. We work across 3 demographics. So we work with financial advisors. We work with insurance brokers, Medicare brokers. We complement what you already do. Yes, we pay commission. Yes, we pay referral fees. It's all boats rise together to do a better job. We are an employee benefit, and we are working with senior living communities, patient advocacy companies. We are proactive, not just reactive. We are here for you in the crisis, and we are also here to make sure that the next bump in the road is not going to turn into a roadblock. I'm very proud of the folks that we have already gotten to help. We are on a mission to make sure whether it is you or your loved one always has the resources and the right resources for you and your family. We're here to make sure that you have the peace of mind knowing that the resource you're using is the right one for you. And I will tell you very happily that my husband is recovered and doing very well. That is my mom, who is 87 years old. And I can tell you right now that if I got that unexpected call, I can go to my phone and I will have everything I need. And at Motivity Care, that's what we wish for all of you too. So thank you very much. I appreciate you being here.